If we could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I need a motion to accept the agenda.
Can I add, I'd like to ask for breakdown on two different things.
Okay, what do you
want to put it?
For what, though,
Well, they're two different things. I want to know what Buffalo County Fire District entails, okay? And who does the breakdown for that? And I also like to have the tax revenue breakdown for all the fees on the reservation. So wherever we can put it, those are my requests.
Can we put under highway superintendent, other, put the fire district there? Is that okay with you to put fire district?
And then the what fees?
Revenue breakdown fees
We get a gross of all the revenue that comes into the state from our tax, or from the county, right?
Okay,
Okay, so, and they're all broke down into townships or something, I don't know what it is. Anyway, the exterior boundaries of the reservation, I'd like to know all the fee taxations taken in from there. That is native and not native.
so like what my taxes are, or?
No, it'd be like the
I'm not
schools
asking.
and things like that. You're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about the
Oh,
breakdown.
That come out of there, because my portion here is that Tony's got that LLC now, okay? Buffalo County and well, anyway, let's talk about it then, wherever you can put me in.
I'll put
That's
that
all I want
under
to-
auditor, other, revenue breakdown.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, so,
That way we don't have to change we'll just
Well,
put it
then
under the
I'll
others.
move to accept.
okay,
Second.
all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Need a motion to approve, the minutes from July 7th and July 15th.
And that's what you sent us? on
Yes.
email?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Same sign. Thank you. Is there any public?
Is there any
Yep.
public input in there?
Okay,
No.
all right. Buffalo County runoff election canvas.
So there should be a little sheet that looks a little like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read, so. But we did have the runoff, and there wasn't a whole lot of turnout, probably
right.
about 40%, so. But we can go through, we had Toby, we'll do precinct 1, Toby 5, Larry Roden 34, precinct 2, Toby 1, Larry Roden 9, and precinct 3, Toby Doden 6, Larry Roden 5. And that would be your canvas. We looked it over. We did it with ballots this time, so paper ballots. Everything went smooth. Everything went pretty good. So everything was even. We had Wayne ran and took the ballots over here. Then we had the post-election ballot after our post-election audit afterwards, just like we would do any other 10. So everything went well. So everything tied up and was good. So if you guys are good, I just need you to sign off on these here.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, you can make 2 copies, sign both copies.
So you think you had a 40% turnout?
Probably less than, a little less than.
I know when we went, Anita, we had.
I had to borrow one too. I just dumped in my car and took off. Glad I didn't see you till I followed you this way, Wayne. Did you know there was a car down there by that 4-way? Yeah, one just before I came behind you. No, there was a car parked there, and I don't know, a little gray one. Doors were open. Didn't see anybody.
Gray car?
One's to save here, the other one goes to the state.
While we're doing this, update on 911 services. I talked to Jason Thursday or Friday of last week, I can't remember. Amanda, their lawyer is out on maternity leave. He has got everything ready, or pretty much ready to go. So, on our September meeting, Amanda should be here with the contract to sign. And, it sounded like, once that's signed, it's a go. So,
Pardon me, when?
September, I think it's September 1st is our next meeting. And, but he said on the inside, his part, he said he has been working on it, and did he get a hold of you?
A couple weeks ago.
He tried here just recently.
Okay,
Is the tribal meeting,
today,
no, in September, is it on the 1st also?
first Tuesday.
Okay,
And then the first Monday of the month would be business. They probably take either day.
okay, well, I know he wants to be on the 1st to try and get those guys and us, because once then they're both signed, it sounds like it's gonna be pretty well done.
So it's gonna be different than the contract we signed earlier, right? They updated it. right?
Yeah, yes,
So we're gonna need another resolution to approve it.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay,
The way Dave talked, now I don't know on your side, you
Okay.
know,
all right. I'll try to have Tommy get a hold of it.
Yeah.
Because Tommy's kind of a severe point there.
okay, all right. So anyway, that's where it's at. I mean, we are gonna get it after how many years? So,
Thank you, Don.
anyway, the plats, we'll just move above that, but till Dave gets here.
So it went from Diamond Willow to where?
Well, it's a subdivision named Diamond Willow, but it's owned by Vaughn.
Yeah.
Rod and Val Vaughn.
And it's right alongside the road there. Must be where
Right.
that house went in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna pull that up, wasn't
And those don't have to be approved by us, do they?
Just the Board of Commissioners. And then we all sign off on it. Director, auditor, treasurer, register of deeds, and chairperson.
So when the subdivision is this still exempt?
I think there's a card on that. It's
That
taxable.
means they would pay taxes?
Mhm.
Okay,
I'll double check.
please do.
Okay, Wes,
We got one fuel bid from Total Oil, unleaded bulk 404, ethanol 356, and number 2 dyed diesel at 429.
can I get a motion to accept the fuel bids, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
As far as grant updates, that one you guys signed at the last meeting has been submitted. I got a letter back from the state that they've received it, and we'll be over, looking through it. Unfortunately, I don't know, I think we're still 50-50, but there was a lot more that applied for it than I was expecting.
Was that the bridge?
Yeah.
For the engineering cost. So, and then as far as highway update from the FEMA stuff that we took pictures of and submitted, we got about 75% of that fixed, gravel back on it. All spots that that we haven't put gravel on yet have at least been smoothed out. The second round of mowing is done. The sprayer, we had to part what it needed for the motor, that'll be in today.
The
And then,
motor of the sprayer?
yeah, the pump motor,
Oh, okay.
and it's not a big deal, just the starter, the way you can drive. The only other thing I would hit, two things, I guess, we got 2 culverts we need to address, not necessarily replace, but fix. On the east side going to the rock crossing, there was a culvert that looks like put in there probably in the last 10 years, and it's undermining, and when I got down in there, it's doing it because they never took the old culvert out. So it's still hitting that old rusted out culvert, and it's just bypassing that and washing it out next to the brand new culvert. Basically, all we gotta do is dig it out, take the old culvert out that's collapsed and torn up, and put it back in. And then we've got one up on the Duncan Church Road, the east-west one, that just needs to be moved. Where it's at is, it was in the wrong spot. So I
How
don't
far
think
you gotta move it?
they don't hit the drainage at all. It needs to be moved like 20 feet back. So, and that, we won't need a new culvert, maybe some extensions, just to put on the ends, but
Mhm.
won't need a new culvert, just move it. The only other thing I had was, talking about that Packer for the back of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did get a quote for it, like I told you at the last meeting.
Is
I
that
had
the
a
one
girl
that the tribe's got?
What's that?
Is that the one that the tribe has to? Packer or whatever?
I don't know if they got a roller. I think they do.
I know they got one that's got rollers or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure. So we have one on one machine. I'd like to have it on both. I put it in my budget last year, but it was 33,000 instead of 30,000.
Well, better get it now, because it'll be 40 next year.
I have it here, just let me look. There it is. And they said if we did go with it, they'd try to get this down a little more. But that's their quote, no more than that, hopefully less. But they said it wouldn't be until September, mid to end of September for it to get here, if you guys went ahead with it.
Well, I think we kind of gave you the go-ahead at the last meeting.
It's gonna be more. If you don't lock it in now, even if we wait, might be next year.
Right.
I think you should go for it.
Because you said if and when we have to change graders,
It'll go to the.
it'll go to
Yep.
that one.
Yep, they'll all interchange.
Okay.
And like our one we have now, we've never done any maintenance to it other than put a dust cap on it. They don't, there's no upkeep on them, like greasing them, so they don't wear out. It should last 50 years.
Okay.
I don't think we need a motion. It's 33, it's not 50,000.
Well, let's cover our butts. Do I need a motion? Can I have a motion to go ahead with this?
Yes. Second.
All in favor?
Would you?
Opposed, same sign.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sure we approved this last meeting.
We didn't do a motion, but we
Right.
did go ahead.
Okay, Miss Deb.
There were 0 hospitalizations except for not true, their bill hospitalizations.
Right.
Since you saw them, with those bills are starting to increase quite a bit. So if you just kind of look at those, there's one for sheriff in there too that just came, so I'll get that copy to you if you'll look at it. So treasurer auditor update, we matched in June. We do not have July done yet.
Right.
So, but if you'd see that and let's see. I gave an ROD update that's on the website as well as with you guys.
Right.
We do have a grant that Lee and I worked on in regards to, and as well as District 3, and for inside. The roof, we still have that $50,000 for the roof. And they
But we're
called,
waiting for somebody.
well, and you talked to him, right? You talked to the guy,
Um,
and he said possibly next
Yeah,
month.
Yep.
They were
that's
coming.
right, I did, yes.
And so hopefully the roof will be taken care of, so then we can start doing some of the interior type stuff. We still are west as well as here. All of our windows are shot, just completely shot. But that's gonna be more money than so we're hoping to go for more grants in regards to that. So we'll start looking at some of those. So. And then, have you guys looked at the budget further? Is there a way we can move that forward so I can get it into the newspaper? Because that's my next step, is that you guys approve where it's at, and then it goes into the newspaper. And I have to have it in there twice before the next meeting.
Danita or Rex?
These are all mental health stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
questions? Must not have been too important. I can't remember it right off the top of my head.
So do I need a motion?
Yep, I need
This
a
is
mo-
just to approve the budget.
This is to
This is-
approve the preliminary
Preliminary.
budget to be able to put it into the newspaper, and then we would all sign off on it next month after. So it has to go into the newspaper so public can see it.
I'll
and then-
give you that motion.
Rex already did. You'll second it?
Yes, yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Executive
Oh.
session.
Oh, I did have one thing too.
That fire deal. Whoa, back up.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah,
had
you're
something
right.
else.
Oh, you had a deal to hold with yours.
So the rock crossing update, they're 75% done at least. It's all filled back in. It looks really nice. They pulled off last week. The need to spend 4 days at a job in Kimball. So all they have left is riprap. It looks like to me and lay the gravel down and then seed it whenever grass will actually grow. So they did turn in, I think it's on a voucher, kind of like when we did the bridge, the first percentage, even though it's a lump.
You get the
$200,000.
percentage done, Whatever,
Yeah,
yeah,
so,
that's there.
and then I make wholes 5% of that until they're done. Kind of a security deal.
I drove down there, I sent you pictures.
Yeah.
I like to go down that way. And I went down your road for the first time too. That was interesting. I got so far, then I got scared. I was by myself.
But
I
yeah,
like to go down Shelby Road, I travel a lot, so when I come back, I always try to
Mm-hmm.
go down Shelby or someplace, so.
I think now, I mean, it's still closed, but you could cross it now. At least you wouldn't go falling into a hole. They've got a kind of landscaped out pretty decent, so. And they're
Okay.
gonna backfill that waste dirt and just level it out and kind of make that part of it. So there won't be trying to get rid of silt. So,
Okay.
That $200,000, does that go to IMEG or to Josh? IMEG,
They'll,
okay.
they'll send that to, yeah, they'll keep the 5% security against them.
Okay.
I know that much.
We're ready to check too.
So I expect if they get back there this week, like they said they were, by middle of next week, it should be done.
I think it was September anyway, wasn't September the
November
deadline
1st.
or something like that?
November
It's been a while on it, but that's what they were,
Snow will be here by then.
you know, that's what they're.
Sorry,
So,
we skipped by that highway superintendent fire district.
Right, that's what, yeah.
Okay. When we receive revenue that come in, it goes into the Buffalo County Fire District, is that what it's called? Okay. So Gan Valley Fire District gets money from that, right?
yes, ma'am.
What percentage? Probably all of it,
Yeah,
because you don't,
but it's
because you
just
don't
on what-
include,
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
what's in our district.
okay, for Gan Valley.
Yes.
Right, but Buffalo County's the whole county, is it not?
Yeah, but we don't get any tax money from anybody that isn't. in
That's
that
why
area.
you're gonna give me the revenue of all
Okay.
those people that live on that reservation that come in, because I bet you anything, they probably owe a lot.
Over there, you mean?
For combining this together, why is it always yours, ours, and, you know, don't come here? I don't like that. We don't have to be like that. We're stronger when we're united. You've got federal dollars over there that I know we can't commingle, but we got Tommy's now that's got that LLC, okay? That means we can do a fire district. We're gonna do the 911 up that way too, okay? Let's work together. It's gonna only benefit us all. It probably won't cost you half as much either. If we went to Mitchell or whatever, we'd be paying, well, we are gonna be paying up the ass because we're going through winter right now, okay?
So my question is, because we did an opt-out here, our fire department.
You did what?
An opt out.
Opt-out to get that revenue for that, for
And you
Any
did that
other
when?
Huh?
You did that when?
Probably 2 years
2 years
ago.
ago. Yeah. It's a-
They've always had 15, they upped it to 20.
So since it isn't in our fire district, they're not getting charged it if they're not in that district though, are they?
So
Yeah, so they're not being charged over,
Who's not being charged?
you're saying off of our fire district,
Yeah,
the
but
revenue,
who's not being charged?
anybody that doesn't live in our district.
The landowner,
Yeah, any taxpayers.
I'm paying fire tax.
Do you pay fire tax? How much is a fire tax?
You'd have to look on your tax bill.
Right. It would,
But
I
if
don't
it
know.
doesn't, but if it
You-
doesn't come. up on yours,
Landowners,
do
how
you
much
know?
was it on your land?
I can't
Yeah.
remember, but I
Yeah.
think we get Puckwana.
You do.
We pay into Puckwana. Cause
It's
I'm in,
minimal, it's minimal.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I know it's not that much. Okay, I know. Okay, so About all those Knipplings that are out there. They're in our fire district, right?
Yeah, so they're
Okay,
not- they're
and who
probably
do
not-
they pay their tax dollars to?
Well, they don't get charged for any fire.
That's beside the point. I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, who do they get the tax dollars paid to?
Don't pay taxes, bro.
Well,
Well,
county,
they do for their land. They pay.
I'd
And we
have to
pay
look
land
at
tax
what
too.
the
for
fire
it. Well,
district
that's
does.
part of what I'm
There's a
asking about, the
separate line
revenue.
for the fire.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
revenue
Chamberlain.
that's coming in.
Everybody pays a fire tax, right?
I
Everybody.
don't think.
No, I don't think
different.
everybody, no. On your taxes it would.
Because this is all Chamberlain, this is Park, and this is Cam Valley.
Does that say Chamberlain on that side?
Fort Thompson Fire, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was confusing with the school.
it is.
So that would be the same
All
thing.
jurisdictional shit.
If
Yeah.
Tommy has an LLC form and fire, just, they have their own fire deal set up, they would want an opt out if they wanted that funding. And then they would have an additional
You
charge.
see, but nobody's ever told them that either, okay?
Right. but they're
Okay,
just getting
so-
rolling.
What I'm saying is we're better if we work together. I understand you guys can't do structural fires. I didn't know that until we sat down here. And then after that, we tried this 20 years ago, so I know a lot of things have changed, okay? Lord Brew used to have a real good structural fire. And that's why I want to try to piggyback off them, no offense, okay? But there's some way we gotta figure this all out, because they're all residents of this county, okay? And if there was an advantage that we could have to help eastern side, say more power to us. Gotta have something to bridge that gap, can't have that anger and that
So what-
animosity.
Janice is
every
gonna pull up
fucking day.
our taxes.
What are you asking for then?
I'm just asking for information, that's
Well,
all I'm
yeah, but
asking.
what, to work together.
Well, let me have the information. If Tommy's gonna form a fire district over there, we should recognize that. We should be able to fire under Buffalo County, whatever it is here. All I'm saying is what you're getting now. See, I didn't know you only had percentage. I don't get a
Yeah.
tax bill from you guys. I'm sorry, I do own my land, but it's in trust. So I don't understand any of this
Right.
either.
Yeah, no, anybody, I'm colorblind, but I think that's Pink to the right. Anybody in our district would be the only people that we're getting any tax dollars from for Game Valley. And like Dawn's that lavender blue, I don't know.
So how did you guys decide to go with Paquan?
Great.
I don't think we ever decided, I just
I
said,
think that was the fire, I think Ellen has a quick question.
I would like to say the C&M Farms, my whole family, we've been paying to Buffalo County Fire District for years. That's what it is on the taxes. It isn't Grand Valley, it's Buffalo County, and it's been in our taxes. So I assume everyone is the same way.
Yeah, in this
In the
Yeah.
district.
orange.
Yeah.
I can answer a little bit to your question, Don. Back when we established the 911 districts, Elaine, I think, did most of the calling back then, but
When did we establish the 911 districts? 2004, 2000?
90, in the 90s, I believe, late 90s, somewhere there.
Interesting to know.
Yeah, but anyway, they called around and asked individuals what district they wanted to respond to their area. And like most of the people in your area thought the Paquana fire was the
closest.
closest to respond to your area. And so that's how they determined, that was the fire district for your area. And like Crow Creek felt that Fort Thompson was the best response for their area.
We don't even have a fire department.
Just your wildland fire,
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
didn't have, you didn't have a structure,
No. Nobody in this
was-
county has a structural fire.
But even though, like your area's on the reservation, it was still deemed that most of the people in that area
And who
wanted
deemed that?
the.
I'd like to know who deemed that.
Yeah.
Those are the interior boundaries of the reservation.
Well, that's all.
I know,
all
and I'm just
Janine,
telling
is
you,
that's how
we
it-
could talk all day on that stuff.
Yeah.
okay? All I'm saying is we
I'm
need
just
to work
telling you
together
how-
here.
How I remember it happened.
and it doesn't surprise me.
That's not how they determined the areas, was they just took a poll of the people in those areas and drew the boundaries.
But like for Tommy, if he has an LLC set up for Fort Thompson Fire, or whatever he named it.
Public safety or something, I can't remember what
So
covers all of that.
best thing would be is him to get a form of board and then vote on opting out that district, you know what I mean, to get on the tax roll. So
How do you opt out? I mean,
He
what
just
what is
turned
it,
it
what do you
in
call opt
Department
out?
of
To me,
Revenue type stuff, yeah. it's
opt
through
out
the-
to me would mean getting away from something.
that's what it
Well,
sounds
the
like.
same
Yeah.
as, they did the same as the commission would do to opt out of the 3% freeze on taxes. If you need to raise taxes more than the 3% freeze, you'd have to
But
opt out.
doesn't
Well,
tax.
that I
opt out.
understand, that's getting out of it, I mean, but you have to opt out in order to get in. That's my point here.
Opt out of zero to increase it to something.
For the
Okay,
longest
that
time,
makes sense.
the fire department here wasn't on the tax
Yeah,
roll.
we've been off before.
Yeah, they just went on volunteer and raised money volunteer, you know. And then they weren't able to survive on that kind of money, so then they went on the tax rolls.
It's hard to be a volunteer, even though, that's just like the western side of the county here, yeah. Yeah, we had a fire, wasn't tribal, it was BIA, federal, So now Tommy's opted out, we're able to do this ourselves. You guys came over, you're always asking me about that fire up there, Tommy didn't have that LLC at that time. Your bill went to the Bureau. Federal government chose not to pay you, I don't know what the deal there is. That's
Well,
above our heads too,
We'll
So now
still-
if something like that happens, we got that ability.
And we'll still always answer mutual aid. Like if Tommy, for instance, had a fire today and says, I need more resources, all he'd do is call dispatch and they call us and tell us, hey, go, and we go.
But here again, you're not structural fire, you're.
No, right.
Right,
No,
okay.
you're right.
We got more structural fires over there, they were sent intentionally, okay?
That's,
Chamberlain opt out or opted in or whatever, and they told us they weren't responding anymore. So kind of puts people in danger.
Does BIA still handle the grass fires and
Oh,
after
fuck,
this?
that's there, they think more of our land than they do of us, yes.
Well, that's what I mean. Then when Tommy gets his LLC, are they gonna be competing or how's that?
No,
No way.
no, because even here,
When we get the
I don't-
LLC, we can opt out and get the 638 that they're supplying to that bureau over there, and we have the ability to do it ourselves.
several years ago, we had a bunch of bales catch on fire. And we knew Amos and the BIA sent their land guys out to take care of that. Because we knew we didn't need a lot. And so knowing Amos, I called him and I said, okay. He goes, I didn't know how to get a hold of him, and he did. And they came right down and
There's more coffee.
we
over
just
there.
didn't want it going into pastures and stuff.
what I don't understand is why, already have the wildland firefighting units through the BIA.
Right.
And to me, our congressman is where it needs to be contacted and straighten that out and get the ball rolling, because why be redundant and start another fire department when you already have equipment and personnel that are trained? They're trained beyond what our volunteer guys are.
Right.
And their equipment is way better than our equipment. And why not make use of it? And why are the restrictions put on them? That's, and they're paid. That's where I think the problem is. And of course, if you can't get by that roadblock, you can't. Then you need, you need a volunteer fire department or something else. But
Well, I know Laura Brule, I talked to Avery Thompson over there, and he used to be with the BIA and fought, had the fire deal for years. And they have started up a volunteer fire department over in Laura Brule for the same reasons, that they're so far away from Kennebec, or, these small deals. And he came out of retirement to help train these guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not just a problem
Just
here.
dealing with the government and their regulations, you know. And
So-
like you said, if you 638 it away, then you could get past a lot of those
Well, Tommy's given us the door to,
regulations.
and that's why we need to understand better how we can do this.
Yeah. So,
Well, and like Harlan, he sits with a lot of training we never had before, and we're always looking for other people to come, because they need so many to show up to make it worth doing it. So if Tommy's got guys lined up or gals, we'd love to have them over to do training with them. That helps get to where you work with each other, you know each other,
I agree with you.
It'd be good.
Cuts off a lot of different stuff. That's kind of my thing for Buffalo. I just think you guys need to understand where we're coming from here. We've got 400 homes over there. We got 1,500 population over there. It's kind of hard to sit there and watch things burn.
yeah,
Well, when you guys have a car accident, it's just the ambulance and the VA, the police department. There's nobody, the ambulance has jaws, but you don't have, they need to be tending to the victims. Where us over here, the ambulance is coming, let's say from Fort, but the fire department's there getting that car cracked open. And it isn't just fires. There's all kinds of other stuff the fire department.
Yeah, we're rural. So sometimes we have to wear a lot of hats.
mhm.
But we also have to be neighbors. We need to get along with each other. That's on both sides.
Yeah.
We do, in department lives or whatever, we work. Yesterday, there was a car fire this side of Fort Thompson. I called Andrew, and we were on standby in case the fire got out of control, that we were ready to go. We work together. It's not always seen out front.
Well, I know when I talked to Jason, he's been on quite a few meetings with Tommy and Arlen, that they're both working together. He said, I commend those two because they are communicating quite frequently,
I
so.
talked to Tommy yesterday.
So, but anyway, okay, then the other question,
Revenue breakdown.
yeah, then
Yeah. I'd like to know the revenue breakdown. Especially for those fees and tax plans within the boundaries of the reservation.
I think that's gonna be a huge task that we might have to just have that go
So
to.
we gave that to Two Trees, and Doreen helped us with that.
To what we can, the capabilities of what we have within.
That Ultra can do, and it
Ultra.
spit it out on that Excel thing.
Okay, so what are the townships or whatever those things are called?
It was sorted by township,
Yeah,
and
but what are the townships within the reservation boundaries? I know Victory, I think.
it printed that out. I didn't bring it with me, but
Okay, well, do we have a map? I thought we had a map someplace that had different townships on it.
Keep it, it's right there.
so basically all the Gray Hill, part of Arlington, Victory, and I'm just speaking.
2007 map.
I would like to put all. So everything's locked all the time, you just.
I'll take a picture of that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then I'll get
So
printed out.
the boundary goes through like half of some townships, but all of
They've been
them.
sticking my
Do you all- do
knife
you
in
all
there to get it
have-
unlocked.
the shop door,
Mhm.
Our keypad.
All of them, yeah, we need some stuff.
well, it needs to be brought up.
Half of Thursday.
In there.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
All right,
But that, when we printed that out, that's got all
Yep.
those numbers on it. I'd have
Okay.
to see it again, but
okay.
it's all there, but you just gotta,
It would go down to each, whatever it is, section. I mean, it's,
each legal.
because I do know this guy's on a section of section, you know how it is.
Right,
Okay,
But
thank
our townships, there's only one that actually
you.
is, right,
Still
unorganized township.
organized anymore, right?
And I don't think any of that was part of Elvira in the reservation.
No, it shouldn't be.
Right
It's like right here,
No,
where Rex lives and,
No,
Not the original.
it don't look like it.
no,
So before Thompson would incorporate, or was that a municipal? Or is that, can't really municipal, but you know what I'm talking about. Interesting. Right. Thank
okay,
you for your time.
all right. Has everybody got a chance to go through the vouchers?
No, but these are all mental health ones.
I put the mental health on top so
Yeah,
that
yeah, no,
people.
I hear you. And Sheriff Wellman, when we were talking last time about the young lady that got back from Sioux Falls, that went Chamberlain, that, what's her name up here, helped you with? Who took her? Was it tribal or was it state?
Wayne?
What's that?
Last month, remember when I questioned you about that one where you picked up that young lady in Sioux Falls and took her to Chamberlain? Okay,
Okay,
and you had, what's her name up here, help you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you transported her there, who took her then? Was it tribal or was it state?
tribal, BIA,
Okay,
tribal court.
okay. So why are we paying for that then?
Well, we should bill Indian Health, I believe, or the BIA.
Because you don't know that yet then, huh? Because I mean, that's what we've been
No.
trying to get a meeting together. Remember, Don, get this meeting together so we can get this streamlined?
Okay, so my understanding of it is it was a tribal court order. She was placed in like our home, okay, which is off of the reservation.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
She was a sick, IPWA child before that, and then
Yeah.
went into tribal court, yeah.
Okay,
What's it?
so I don't
Indian
know.
Child welfare.
I don't know all the details, Danita, but what I believe happened is that while she was there, then she committed a new crime,
Yeah, out of fence.
a new offense.
Yeah.
Which is then now a state offense.
But you know, when she went there, she didn't have no offense. She had no place to go. She had behavioral health issues. You know, so they had to put her in a secure environment. So while she was in that environment, she committed that offense.
And so she committed that offense. So then they initiated her to be held
Over at
over that
behavioral
offense.
health, behavioral
Yeah.
health in Sioux
Yeah.
Falls. I'm still
So-
following you.
So then that becomes, she's a resident of our county, so becomes our baby. Okay, so then the prosecutor finds out that she's now being held on Buffalo County charges and running up a bill here when she was placed there by the tribe and felt that it shouldn't be Buffalo County's issue because she was there on their dime. So says, hey, get her back to our custody. So gets a hold of our state's attorney and says, if you wanna,
Was she ready to go? She was in a behavioral health facility over that way. Was
right?
she being released or did he? I'd like to know.
I think our charges are dismissed.
No, she's ended up in a federal facility up there on
Yeah.
those charges that she had taken from Beetle County there. No, I'm following you, but I'm
Yeah,
just
she-
seeing how we got into the mix here.
Yeah, well, that's how she got into our picture. I don't know the circumstances since then or, anything. All I know is I had a court order to go get her, bring her back to the
Tribal order or from Buffalo County?
transfer back.
Buffalo
Back.
County court order or tribal?
State court order.
Thank you.
So then, can we turn that bill over to IHS then? Or,
I talked to her about that other one. There was another little one too, out in your district, remember? Talked to them about both of those. Neither one of them was on the behavioral health list at IHS. So he just gotta remember, when he does this, he needs to get a hold of IHS. That's the only way Califano and White kicks in. I mean, there's a process to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we need to sit down and make sure we're all clear on those processes.
Well,
I would go
I-
ahead and then
I
let's
guess-
just submit a bill. Let's forward that one on to IHS.
can get me a copy of those bills, or Deb can, whatever, and we can submit them, to
Dave,
submit them
about
to
it,
the court,
shouldn't he, or
maybe
not?
submit them to the court or where, I'm not sure.
Those down, he would be more apart than Dave.
But yeah, I mean, I could submit a bill as well, I
That's what I
suppose,
said. He was
for
the one that did
transportation
that.
mileage and the bills that I turned in,
yeah, those came through, I think, last month or something.
already.
Because I did go to IHS on those two. And she shredded them in front of me. She let me take them, I had them shred them after we were done. So I mean, we need to do a better follow through. So they're aware. And Deech ought to be aware too.
Okay.
He is our attorney for our,
Well, that's how I
Mental
put
health board.
confidential. I was hoping the state's attorney would be here to be able to.
Well, he-
I know when it says court appointed, you don't have a choice.
Right.
It has to go. And, we've been in enough hot water with
But the
most
other-
of these bills that
okay, well,
I-
that's because we didn't do the payment down there. That's totally different. This one though, there's another one,
there's a behavioral health.
there's
yep.
another one with the is it Yankton or one of
Yeah.
these guys. This one I would think is possibly IHS. This one, we got two of them.
Do you want to mark that one on there?
We got two of them on there. It'd be no surprise if it was, because you know what? I haven't seen him standing out on the court lately. Usually he's out on the road. This one,
So
those
when you
two
say
go
bill to
together.
IHS, you bill it to,
That's something different. That's something different. And this guy, these are all IHS. They should have gone through Califano and White to get him over there.
they just come to me, so I don't know if
they
there's
do.
no
I
way
know
for
they
me
do.
to.
That's why we need a relationship with those guys too, because they've got them on a list over there. That's how I knew one we were talking about never made the list. All right, I can take them over, John, or I can go with you. But these you can take to IHS. So it's my recommendation, we don't pay them.
Okay.
How about that court appointed one? That's the,
Dave's coming, he's.
Dave shouldn't even hear it, just.
I didn't see, is that one in here?
But
We don't pay them, or
it's
don't
my
we?
recommendation, we don't pay them at this time. They should be a IHS.
Bill directly to them, or do we
No,
pay
they're
them?
not gonna bill them
No.
directly, you took them over there.
Well, that's why I'm
Yeah,
saying, don't
That's
we?
why we need to sit down and discuss this. I've been trying to get this meeting together for the last 5 months. That's how I got Peter and Diane Inchon, because I think they
Okay,
help us out.
okay.
I
All right,
mean, is
yeah,
don't we
yeah,
pay them
this
and
is
then
a
they
court-appointed-
reimburse us?
attorney voucher.
We got a guy here who's gonna answer that now.
There he is, right there.
There, run it by Dave.
Yeah, and that is the attorney bill.
Mhm. So we have to pay that.
these are, so Anita's suggesting we wait for IHS.
Probably,
This one in the bill.
that's legal.
This one,
I think,
But this
I'd
one-
ask him though, but this one, He does have the right to representation. If you're down there and you ask for a court-appointed attorney, we pay for that, right, Dave? Steve? What is Dave? Steve, what are we talking about, Dave?
Well, this is that.
Oh, it's been a
first
hard day.
voucher.
Okay.
So it's one that you guys.
Oh.
pay, so-
Yes.
Oh, here I go to Sioux
You
Falls.
have to pay it.
So,
I
Okay.
get to do that on Thursday.
That big bill,
The attorney bill.
well, did you look at that big bill, that $1,700 one?
Those are, can't remember, that's the same, is that the same one that you said that we didn't, that we had to pay the attorney fee for? Because there was one in there, one in the same,
I looked at these.
one was the evaluation, and the other one was the court-appointed attorney.
Like your hat.
I never knew you had coffee over that, we haven't had coffee all the time.
there's donuts over there, you guys, too,
I didn't
so.
have a chance to pick up my Coke on the way out.
Mary's the one that kept stealing the cars.
No. No, she was the one that was taking the tribal dorm and put into that facility because she was having behavioral issues. Okay, no, and that place is one of the next steps up, okay, so they put her over that way. Then, isn't that the one that assaulted the officer over that way? And then they finally took her all the way to McKinnon or wherever it was in Sioux Falls? And then somehow this guy brought her back to Chamberlain and tribal cops picked her up. So I've been questioning what's going on here. And that's why we need a mental health board. We gotta sit down and figure this out. It's all changed.
So just
Those
pay
are
the
all
one and
last
leave the
month that
rest
we-
for IHS, try to.
I should probably just get back in my car.
See, that's what you get when you don't come.
You know,
These are, those are like transmittals.
you can sit on the $1,700 one, but you're gonna end up paying.
I just don't want that lady in Yankton to call again, so if we
Yeah.
can, that isn't one, right?
You
No,
don't think we
there
can
isn't
take it over to
Okay.
IHS?
Well, you can take it over there, and I would think so, but is it gonna get paid?
Well, not the legal one, you know that.
Yeah,
The stay, you didn't get a bill for the stay there.
you're right.
That's supposed to be going over there, but make sure it's over there because when I went over and asked about Mary, and then there was another one, that one from your district, that neither one of them were on that list over there.
I see.
See, so that's why I said sometimes they got the, I don't know. Oh, who knows how their billing goes? Might have ended up in North Dakota someplace.
Well, we've talked a lot about having a meeting and getting together.
Yes.
We have never done it. We
Yes.
probably should get it done.
Well, that was the purpose of why I asked Peter and Diane, because I think they're well known into that circle that we can get some of this stuff done.
Okay,
I'm sorry, those are the new ones. These are the ones we passed last.
Yeah. a lot of transmittals.
Yeah. I do have a question also on the budget. I might as well go for it, Dave, since you're here.
The budget that you guys,
Yeah, we approved. I just got a
Okay.
question. I just got a
Okay.
question. I approved it the way it was.
okay, phew.
No, I know what I did. However, that's the budget we approved. That doesn't mean that that's what we can expend. Sometimes that's the only control you have over a department is the budget. I thought I brought it. I'm sorry, you guys, I probably didn't. But Dave, I went through that bill that we got from Brew County. Wait, I went through that bill we got from Brew County. I understand it was 2.5 months or whatever it is, they pay us by a quarter. And I put wish I'd have brought it, sorry. But I put counted up the number of hours, went through their part. You were gone a lot, you know. And if we're gonna be paying that kind of money to Brew County, I love Brew County, maybe we ought to consider hiring someone local, hiring somebody that's gonna be on call, okay? I do also know I've been going through the gas vouchers. You know, how many times have you gassed up this year? I don't think you've gassed up very much as far as patrol wise or whatever. Another one I guess I'm kind of concerned about, maybe I'm picky, but sometimes we get picked on too. How about, would we pay for your cell phone bill? We also pay an extra charge to forward all those calls from here to your house too. I think we could eliminate that $25 a month or whatever it is and just use your cell phone since we're out paying for it. I mean, there are ways I think you could cut back too. Appreciate it. And thanks for listening to me.
I think maybe,
I wish I brought that because I pinned it all out.
Well, yeah, that would be fine. You can do that at the end of the meeting.
okay. We will have an executive session at the end of the meeting with Wes. Okay, back up to plats of lots 3A and 3B.
Okay, I found it right here. And it is a taxable parcel. Sorry.
We do not have access to Netflix.
Yeah.
Have it at my own house, but not here.
All right, right there it is. How do I get rid of that?
But no.
All right. So on the drawing, what they're wanting to do is create lot 3A. It's 2.69 acres. Right up into the up on the top, not quite in the center. Okay, is what they're wanting to do. So they've had Bros plat it out, and this is the plat. So obviously it's not going to show up there because it hasn't been turned in.
Right.
But so that's the owner, and that's their son Timothy. He's already on the map there. So if there's a new house that went in, it'll be a new structure, and I can add it to the list. Add it to the property card.
Okay, because there should be Aaron and Rod and
Yeah.
Timothy got the majority of it.
Aaron's there,
I didn't
Rod,
know their names.
and the dots are approximate. I think they're kind of inside. They got a little driveway or something, but just get through, just get some close, you know, for
So what's the blue? Is that the church?
the highlighted box.
Yeah.
That's the parcel with that this lot falls within.
Okay.
So right now it's 1051. So I'm assuming it'll be a split, and we'll create this lot and it'll get its own property cards.
So it'll be like a little square then,
Yep,
right?
yep,
So right
yep, just
now-
like this.
Okay. Okay.
So,
And the rest of that's Diamond Road.
Well, it says Diamond Willow, the property is owned by Vaughn, so Vaughn, but it's called Diamond Willow subdivision, so,
So where's the exemption come in from? Where's the religious, whatever?
yeah, so, and they've, the one that had the dollar store, I think that's the one that's exempt. There's one that
That
has a
was
small.
tribal land.
What's that?
That one was tribal.
Right.
That
But
one's different.
this one, I mean, this parcel is not part of their exempt. Diamond Willow. It's just named,
part.
yeah,
They would.
it's subdivision, but it's a privately owned, it's got a parcel, a car,
His dad
and
gave it to him.
structures on it, and tax bill and all that. So I
So
see,
he'll be part of the trust, but he'll, is that how it goes? The owner will be
Well-
on Family Living Trust?
so this, should say on here somewhere for Timothy Vaughn. So that parcel, there'll be a little box up there, it'll get a new parcel ID, the legal, and it'll say Vaughn.
Then it'll be just, then that couple there will own that piece and it
Yep.
won't be part of the
Unless there's
trust.
a deed associated with these, this just creates the plat.
That's correct.
Yep. So it might still be Rod and Valerie Vaughn, but this creates, so there'll be a property card created and
Yes.
for this legal. Mhm.
And you've got a copy of the deed already?
No,
This
No.
goes first and then the deed.
right, if they so choose to do that.
If they so choose to.
Yep, so unless it says, but like, you know, you can't transfer anything without deeds, so.
Well, how would, yeah, that's my point here, how would.
This is for Rod and Valerie Vaughn, they signed it. We, Rod and Valerie Vaughn, certify that owners of all the land in the above plat and that said plat has been made at our request and under our direction. So until there's a deed, it'll be Rod and Valerie Vaughn, but there'll be another little box up there with 2.69 acres.
It just subdivides.
Yep. So I see no reason not to approve it.
I think there was, I just didn't
Yep,
understand.
yep.
All right, I need a motion to approve plat of lots 3A and 3B.
Diamond Willow subdivision.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
So then we need a bunch of signatures. on all
How about we
four.
just do that when we're done?
Yep, we can do that.
Can we do it when we're done?
Okay,
So is there a cost for doing that?
60. And she knows that we have to have that before we can file it.
okay, all right. Okay, can we go into executive session just for a few minutes on personnel?
Take a little break.
That's fine, Rex.
Are you a tourist today?
At church. No, I was there for 5 days, 3 hours a day, because I'm
Did we approve the vouchers? No.
Not yet,
It's in the afternoon.
because Rex was still looking through them.
He didn't know.
I would have been nice, because I don't buy ears. I don't buy anything. That's right.